Okay, so this screen video is going to be on how to fill out your independent reader's notebook. So during our time that we are apart every day, I would like you to read for at least 20 to 30 minutes in a book of your choice or in the book Mrs. Small assigns to you, which will happen later on, sometime next week or the week after. Okay, so what you're going to do is pick a book. It could either be on Go Epic, Get Epic, or it could be a paperback book that you have at home. You're going to read for 30 minutes. When you're all done, you're going to do your reader's notebook. So your reader's notebook has been assigned to you. If you already clicked on it, it would be in your Google Drive. Okay, so what you would do is come over here to your waffle. Okay, you click on your drive, and it may show right up here as quick access. If it's not, it would be here under shared with me. It wouldn't be in my shared with me because I've shared the book with you. Okay, someplace it would be for both of us is in in recent. Okay, so that's how you're going to go about finding it every day, because I'm not going to assign you a new one. This is the one that's going to be for you for the next 10 days. Okay, so I'm going to click on the reader's log. I named this one sample student. So when you first start, you're going to name this, and it's my fault. There'll be a little text box here. I took mine off when I was fixing this for you guys. So I would name it with my name, obviously. Okay. And the first thing you do is you're going to think of the genre of your book. So the book I chose to write about today is If I Built a Car by Chris Van Derzen. It is a book that my son absolutely loves, that I read at least once a day. It is a science fiction book because it has things that can't really happen. And not only can they not happen, but there are things that we don't have the technology for right now. Okay, so that's why it's science fiction. If you don't remember what each of the genres are, there is a genre cheat sheet that describes them. Okay, so if you're not sure about the genre, you would come over here, you'd look at your cheat sheet, then you'd say, oh, yep, it's science fiction. Go back to your bookshelf and drop a book in there. Okay, it says book 2 because I accidentally used book 1, and I'm not going to open up a new reader's log. Okay, now the next thing you need to know about is these are the emojis. These are the things that you are going to use to talk about your book on your log. Okay, so to copy and paste these emojis, remember to copy. You decide what emoji you want. So I'm going to grab the stars because it always asks for how many stars you would rate this book for. I'm going to click on it once. Okay, I am then going to use Control C to copy it. Okay, or I can press 2 fingers down on the keypad at the same time and the menu will pop up, and I can hit copy that way. Okay, or up here, usually under edit, it'll say copy. So those are the different ways you can get to copy. Here is the shortcut though, remember, Control C. Okay, so I then go to the page, and I would then hit Control V to paste and then drag it over to the rating. Okay, so I'm going to actually start with that first. Here's another neat trick. I have not taught you yet, but if you put a box, there's a box around the image that you copied or the words that you copied, if you hit Control D, it will duplicate. So you don't have to keep going back and forth. It'll make an exact copy of the one that you already got. So I'm going to call this a 5-star book because he loves it. I'm just going to hit a bunch of Control Ds until I have 5 stars, and then I'm going to organize them on here. Okay? They don't have to be perfect, but Mrs. Small should be able to see, oh, it's a 5-star book. So there's my 5-star book. It is called I thought it was I Made a Car. It is called If I Built a Car. And today I have the book right next to me, so I can actually write the author, which is Chris Van Derzen. Okay. Genre, again, you're going to be telling me the genre of the book. I know you already did it on your bookshelf, but your bookshelf is basically to see what kind of books you tend to enjoy. Okay. This is just to let me know the genre of the book. Okay, so it's science fiction. I drag it over to SF. Readability means how easy was it for you to read? E means easy. H means hard. JR means just right. You should be reading just right books most of the time because that's the kind of book that's going to help you be a better reader. Okay? Why did you choose this book? That needs a text box. So I'm going to go over and grab the text box. I'm going to pull it open and I'm going to tell why I read it. So I chose to read this book because my son loves it. Exclamation point. We read this book at least once a day. Okay? This book made me feel. So this is where you're going to go back to your emoji page and you're going to think about the emojis that best describe how you were feeling when you were reading this book. Okay? One thing I want to point out, there is the Z emoji. Okay, for sleeping. If you give a book 5 stars, but then Z, that's kind of confusing because a book that makes you sleep isn't usually a good book. Okay, so the book emoji I'm going to pick, and just pick one or two, is the wishing star. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to bring it back to my page that I'm working on. I'm going to paste it, and then you need to. Oh, sorry, it won't let me do that. So I'm going to do my shortcut, Control V. There's my wishing star. I'm going to drag it over. And then it doesn't say this here, but what I want you to do is make a text box and explain your emoji. Okay? That came up yesterday when I was checking people's reading logs of ones that they had done. I was thinking to myself, 5 stars, why does it have a Z? Okay? So now you'd be able to tell me, well, you know what? It made me feel sleepy. I don't know. Okay, so I chose the wishing star because I wished many times in this book that my car could do the things this car could. My favorite thing the car could do is drive itself with a robot seat attached to the seat. Okay? And that is how you fill out your book review. The only other thing I want to mention is under completion. Okay? If it's a picture book, write the times you started and ended the book. Okay? So I know how long it's taking you to read it. Or a short book and you finished it. If it is a chapter book and you are reading it over consecutive days, just write the start page and the end page for this day. Okay? All right. I hope that helped clear up any confusion. Happy reading.